Well, today, Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Israeli and Palestinian leaders working toward a deal to bring hostages home. These meetings, of course, come as the first details of a Hamas proposal to free hostages and a pause to this fighting in Gaza. They're made public here.
Yeah, meantime, Congress is still debating whether to send more military aid to Israel and Ukraine. NBC's Alice Barr is on Capitol Hill with the details.
A striking split screen today between challenging negotiations in the Middle East and on Capitol Hill. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Israeli and Palestinian leaders. He's pushing for a breakthrough in talks over a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of the remaining Hamas-held hostages. Hostage families in Washington today meeting with lawmakers.
Very, very difficult for us to think about our son sitting there in the tunnels without food and water.
Hamas released a counter-proposal for a 135-day pause in the fighting over 3 phases. That includes, in the first phase, exchanging hostages for 1,500 Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails, many of them convicted of serious crimes. Hamas ultimately wants Israeli troops to fully withdraw from Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu forcefully rejecting that idea.
Only by destroying Hamas will we have security for the state of Israel.
At the same time, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are struggling to reach agreement on new military aid for Israel and for Ukraine. A test vote failing today in the Senate after Republicans rebelled against the bill's border security provisions. The Senate's top Democrat now advancing an alternative that removes border policy.
For all those Republicans who first said, we want it with border, and now say we want it without border, they got both options.
The bill is not passed.
Last night, the House voted down a standalone aid package for Israel. Gridlock in Washington and the Middle East posing serious threats to national and global security. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.